Our Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland is in Etobicoke speaking with reporters. Let's listen in.
Thank you very much. I'm ready to answer your questions.
Good afternoon. So Catherine Global News here. So NDP leader Jagmeet Singh today said that your government should clearly give the message to the Bank of Canada that it should no longer raise the interest rate. Are you willing to do that?
I was clear in my remarks and in my statement today, just now actually. Our government understands how important an independent central bank is to Canada more broadly. You know, Canada is respected around the world. We owe our AAA credit rating in part to the fact that we have strong, stable institutions. And those institutions include an independent Bank of Canada. I'm always going to respect that. Our government is always going to respect that because we understand that the strength of the Canadian economy depends on the strength and stability of our institutions.
The premiers in Newfoundland, Ontario, and BC all called on the governor of the Bank of Canada to not raise the rates today. Do you think that is an appropriate thing for the premiers to do? Again,
I'm going to speak for myself. And I have a very specific job and a very specific role when it comes to the Canadian financial system and the Canadian institutional framework. I'm the finance minister. And that means it is really incumbent on me to support the independence of the Bank of Canada and to make clear to Canadians and to the world that our government is always going to stand up for an independent central bank. Not too long ago, the leader of the official opposition was publicly calling for the governor of the Bank of Canada to be fired. That kind of comment from someone who would presume to take the highest office in the country is reckless and irresponsible. Our government, by contrast, understands that we need to stand up for Canada's stable governing institutions. That includes an independent central bank. We'll always do that.
Thank you.
Ça va, je suis prête.
Aujourd'hui, le taux directeur reste stable, mais ça monte depuis longtemps. Ça avait dit le tableau financier des Canadiens. Les partis d'opposition vous accusent d'avoir causé l'inflation et les hausses du taux d'intérêt.
We know that the key interest rate has remained stable today, but it has been causing inflation for some time.
Alors, je voudrais commencer en
Well, first of all, I would like to start off by saying that our government understands the importance of the institutional independence of the Bank of Canada. We will always be clear.
All right, that's Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland speaking at what looks like a school in Etobicoke, being asked about Bank of Canada keeping interest rates where they are and whether the Prime Minister's office should ask him to stop raising them. Basically said no, layman's terms.